Welcome to the FPL Challenge League, where 3 wheels decide our teams every week. The first wheel decides the theme each player must build their team around. The second wheel decides who will build their team around the given theme. The third wheel adds a challenge to spice up our teams. Every player has unlimited transfers every week, with points taken for hits not counting on the league table. Chips can only be used if the wheel tells you so. Every week, the player with the most points gets a trump card, which they will be able to use in the next game week. Let the madness begin.
Jimenez isn't even South American, he's Mexican.
Oh, it's in my books. No one else.
How about no FFP merchants? Man City. No cheaters, no cheaters. You have to use Mason Mount.
Abdi's Mount, that's a good one actually.
Yeah, it is. He's going to be benched next week.
Who?
Mason Mount.
He's gonna be sold.
Nah, he's never sold.
Alright guys, so I've chefed up a massive W in the first week. So I've won the trump card this week.
Trial.
He's
won the trump card.
Yeah, I cooked up a great team performance. Won by 1 point. So yeah, let's see what's in store for us. What's in store for us this week.
Right, so we're spinning the wheel to see who can sabotage.
You can
Oh,
also add time.
Unlucky.
What exactly is the sabotage?
So now, I guess you can do anything to both team. You can bench, like, if he gets Haaland, just bench him.
Oh, don't do me like that. I feel
that's saucy. Don't do me like that. I'm very excited. I hope Ward gets.
If only it was the name is first.
Oh no.
Oh, this one was last week.
What is it?
Oh, boring.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
it is
if I get this again, I'm actually gonna cry. No, I
hope Ward gets it.
I wouldn't mind, to be honest. There's a lot of good players over 30.
Please be Ward.
Oh, it's Kevin.
Please.
Kevin is over 30.
Thank God. No,
That's
it's
great
bad.
news.
Oh.
Please be Ward. Please be Ward.
And it's
Oh, no way,
Wow.
it's actually Ward.
Yes!
It's
No,
Aaron.
it's Aaron. It's
Oh,
Aaron.
yeah.
No, it's me.
Thank God.
I hope it's too Belgian. I don't mind
because
over
then it's
30.
an
You
automatic
can make a
loss.
good team.
Yeah,
Oh, and you have to bench boost.
Battle.
Alright.
Actually, no,
I'm happy- I'm happy.
double
I'm
game
happy.
weeks. Double game weeks next week.
I think just because he didn't join the league, we should make it over 35.
I back it.
We
I
don't
back it.
care what you think, Paul, to be honest.
Alright,
Man.
spin number 2, team number 2, first team.
Give me something saucy.
Only
my
facial
God.
hair.
Oh yeah.
That's
Um,
mental. Mental.
That's alright.
Oh no, Haaland can't go updated to save his life.
Who wants this one?
No. No,
Only
good.
facial hair is actually good. There's a lot of good players.
Yeah. I
No.
wouldn't complain about that one.
Are we
Yeah.
are we counting Kane's double as facial hair?
Ooh, Aaron. No.
Okay. I reiterate. Are we counting Kane's double as
Nope.
facial hair?
We need like a.
No.
I reckon that's facial hair.
Yeah. Same. You know what?
No, okay, stop.
Let me have a quick
What? You got Trippier for dark
it's-
hair, but I get
Trippier
Kane-
is dark hair.
But I get Kane for double.
Oh no, to be fair, he has a beard. It's fine.
Yeah,
This
it's
is,
fine then.
this is a proper beard, isn't even stuff.
Oh, he's actually.
Final challenge, Aaron.
Well, if I get Chelsea, I'm gonna cry.
2 players under.
Oh, you have to use
no.
the
Yeah.
facial hair.
Oh, he's won.
No.
Whoa,
Congratulations,
start him,
you
right?
win.
Wow, that's
No, that's the
They
worst
have-
one.
he has to be in your starting 11. Not
Yeah,
on the
yes,
No,
exactly.
that's
I
the
think he has
worst
to be
one.
captain too.
That's the one. No, I'm not
Oh, we
captaining.
should,
No,
should have put that. We should have put that next week. I think.
has to captain Mount. That's the worst one.
Alright, next one.
Alright.
Oh,
So
here's
Europe
something.
again.
Oh
Outside
no.
Europe. Outside Europe.
Ooh, I don't
Whoever
like
laughed at
this.
me,
I had it last week and I didn't like it.
I hope whoever has this laughed at me against this.
Nah, Richarlison's going in my team if I get this. Please me, Richarlison.
No, I don't want this.
Alright, Richarlison for Paul. Let's go.
Come on.
That's what if the player.
Oh, you already know.
This year.
Come on. He'll score eventually. He'll score eventually.
If you put Richarlison in the team and you're starting 11, you can automatically get out of the bottom 3, yeah?
Yes.
I say captain.
No, what
Only joking.
bullshit.
The game isn't this easy.
No, that'd be too easy. Come on. Let's not take the piss here. Final challenge. Oh, you have to use Mount as well. Oh, yes, he used Mount as well.
I think it's rigged.
Mason.
Paul, how you feeling?
I feel great. Richarlison and Mount are gonna be crazy for me.
Oh god.
Alright,
It's outside Europe.
He's out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Mount doesn't have facial
Oh
hair, right?
no.
Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad.
Only bottom 5.
Oh
That's so bad.
That's
I'm
stinky.
gonna get this one.
I hope it's Pep.
no. It's not gonna be me.
Oh,
I believe
please
in the
don't be.
wheel.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
I bet you'd have to use Mount as well.
I'll win then. That's my captain. Oh, Wolves are playing Southampton as well. Oh, Bournemouth, Newcastle. Oh, it's ropey fixtures.
And Mason Mount to finish it off.
The bench boost. I really hope it's bench boost. That'd be perfect.
Two Spanish
Are
players.
there even two Spanish?
I thought they said
Rodrigo. Rodrigo.
I thought they said two
Pablo
baddies. I was like, how can you tell
Rodrigo's
what a
out.
baddie is?
Pablo
So
Sarabia. Oh, lad, so Everton are playing Liverpool. West Ham are playing Chelsea. Leeds are playing Man U.
Alex,
Oh.
Alex, triple up on
another one.
defenders, bro. Mount with the
Tarkovsky. We need the
Nice.
Tarkovsky.
Remove Alex.
It's
Remove
between
Alex.
me and you, Max.
Ooh, it's me. This is rigged. I'm always last. I'm telling you, this is for
I was
time.
first.
You're the one
last.
controlling the wheel, mate.
Oh,
Ooh,
Max.
there you go.
Is
Will. It's not rigged. It's
is
not
it
rigged.
me? Oh, it's Max. Okay.
Wow.
I hope he gets Villa players.
No, we took Villa players out. No.
Yeah,
Do we-
no more Villa players. Yeah.
No.
I hope he gets 2 Belgian players.
Yeah, I take Kevin.
Mason.
Ooh, no.
No, I
Oh.
They've got a double game week as well, but that's painful.
Finally, it's my turn.
Paul, give us a meal.
Please be a good one.
Oh,
No way.
No, not again.
Okay, we
I
respin. We respin.
respin this.
Yeah, respin.
No,
Guys,
keep-
don't
No.
We're gonna have
No,
three.
no.
We're gonna have three
Three
people.
You stop not having this cheating. Keep
Two's the
it.
cap.
Yeah, what is this cheating?
No,
No,
two
I
is the
wanna
cut.
read-
Two's the cut.
I want to read
Two's
No,
the cap.
no,
No, it's
no.
written in the rules. It's
Alright,
written
fine.
in the
No.
Wait, have you not
Give me
read the
one.
rules? No, the
Not
rules
in the
clearly
rules.
say it is 2.
Ooh, is this one
No.
Paul?
I think whoever has to use mouse.
It's like 2.
So I'm keeping
The
outside of
slums.
Europe.
Alright, your last challenge outside of Europe.
Oh my god, who's it gonna be?
Oh, we've got the worst ones.
2 Belgians.
Oh, it couldn't be worse than that.
Can be hard to find 2 Belgians outside of Europe.
No.
I need a respin.
No. You can just put 2 in anyway.
Yeah,
Just put
you
two
have to put it.
Belgians
You have to put in 2 anyway, even though it's outside the Euro. Yeah. It's an exception.
My team's gonna be crap.
Alright, lads, what happened?
Who's joining and leaving?
I got disconnected.
Ah.
What did I get as my extra challenge?
You got 2 Belgians.
Really?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Lucky you.
Are you telling the Oh no.
Want
wait.
to join
We
this
didn't
way
even
too
get
much.
Pap's
but-
reaction on Pap's spin.
Oh my god, outside of Europe and Belgium. Alright, 2 Belgians.
Hello, I'm Aaron and this is my team for the second challenge game week. I had a bit of a stinker last week, don't really want to talk about it, but this is my team for this week. My challenge was I had to only choose players with facial hair, so I tried to make it as easy to see as possible. So I didn't do tiny bit of stubble, didn't cheat. So yeah, this is what I've got so far. And also, if you're wondering why Mason Mount is there, I had to use Mason Mount, unfortunately. It was probably the worst extra forfeit I could have got because he's absolutely atrocious. But yeah, so in goal I have Sarr against Southampton. Southampton aren't really that good so far, scoring many goals, and Wolves seem to be better form than they have been all season. I've went with 2 double game week players in the form of Saliba and Kevin De Bruyne. Mainly because they're the only 2 that I think will play both and have facial hair in either team. I went with Harry Kane, Wilson and Mitrovic, who all think can score. Kane is my captain, especially since he just doesn't blank, and he's been so good recently. Bruno Fernandes, I feel, against Leeds could perform, and the best bearded player in United, I feel. I was going to go David De Gea, but I think Jose Sarr is a better option. I went with James Maddison, who is starting to regain his form after going back from injury, and Dan Burn will hopefully get a clean sheet despite Newcastle conceding recently. And then Lewis Dunk as my final defender, as Brighton are still in decent form, and Sanchez did well on my normal team with the clean sheet last game week, so I'm hoping Brighton can replicate that. All my bench is non-playable. There's players that won't play and they'll stay on the bench because they're the only players I can afford. But yeah, that's my team. Hope it go better. Yeah.
Alright guys, here's my team. I basically run it back. Last week I had to do South America. This week I have players outside of Europe, and I've just run it back. I've made a few transfers, for example, bringing in Gabriel for Romero, bringing in Son and Mitoma to give some Asian representation in my team. I also brought in Mount because he was my other condition. As far as I'm concerned, I don't have to captain him. Darwin Núñez is going to be my captain, just like last week, and it didn't end great last week, so we're hoping for a better week this week. But to be honest, I'm just hoping to be on the front foot against the other lads, simply because I didn't have to make as many transfers as most of them, I don't think. So hopefully I'll be up in the standings next week, guys. Thanks.
Alright, Paul, mate, I see your team here. It's quite a nice team, actually. But yeah, you've got the legend himself, Richarlison, on the bench. Yeah, I want you to put him in for Martinelli.
Hi guys, so it's Alex here, and my theme for this week was the bottom 5 teams, which is a very tricky theme, especially for this week, considering a lot of them are playing quite tricky teams, with West Ham playing Chelsea, Everton playing Liverpool, Bournemouth, Newcastle, Leeds, Man U, and then Southampton with the only slightly favourable game of Wolves. So I've gone for Fabianski in goal. No particular reason, just because why not. We're hoping for a further Liverpool downfall with 2 Everton defenders. We've got Parud for the a hopeful potential cross, maybe get what we can. And then my special wheel for the week was to get some Spanish players in there. So I've gone for Rodrigo, who won't play just but I mean it's a Spanish player, so we'll get Smith off the bench. Then we got Fornells, similar situation, he might get a few minutes, and if not we got Iwobi. We've gone for Ward-Prowse captain against Wolves, hoping for a free kick, and there's not many other options for captain. We've gone for Bowen for obvious reasons. He's probably the strongest West Ham asset, so I figured it'd be handy to have him in there. Got Mayo, never heard of him before, but he started last week up top, so I figured he's worth a shot. Got Ganotto, he scored last week, surely can do it again. Same reason on Bamford, it's the best of a bad bunch really. And yeah, that's the team. It's looking shocking, but hopefully it can win. Well, it won't, but there's always a chance.
Okay, so this week's theme for me was players from outside of Europe. I wasn't allowed to use any Arsenal boys, that was my extra challenge, which is unfortunate since they have a double game week, but we had to go with as many City players as possible. I've gone with Edison in goal and Mahrez, hoping that those two games go well and we get some good points. And then went with Mitoma and Estupiñán, who are playing for on-form Brighton, so hopefully there's a good result against Crystal Palace. I've gone with Mbeumo, who now represents Cameroon, not England, so hopefully he can get some returns. Iheanacho for Liverpool, and got Darwin Núñez up front, hoping Almiron picks up some form, and I've gone with a little differential in Willian for Fulham, and 2 more Fulham players on the bench if needed, and newly transferred Keylor Navas, so I had to pop him in, and yeah, that's about it. Hopefully we get some decent points from this team.
This team has done me well, 87 points first in the league, but I do reckon my outside of Europe team is maybe even just as good as this one, so I'm quite happy with the theme. Obviously in goal, we got on a double game week, Ederson. Not much to be explained really, we know he can keep a clean sheet. And then a new boy to the Premier League, Keylor Navas from Nottingham. Impressive debut. Double game week for Arsenal as well, so you'll be seeing a lot of Arsenal and Man City players in this team. And then Mr. Reliable, hopefully he can score some points for me as well. But I really have faith in him. Thiago Silva obviously. And then my first Belgian boy, because yeah, I sadly have to put in 2 Belgians as well. It's going to be Castagne. I'm not expecting much from him, but he's probably the best option aside from the obvious one, who you'll see in a second. So yeah, my second Belgian. I think everyone knows who this is going to be. Mr. Kevin De Bruyne, double game week, Man City. Hopefully he can actually perform. He hasn't been the best these past few weeks. But another player who has been pretty good is Riyad Mahrez. Yeah, hopefully I'm not a victim of pep rotation in this double game week, but we'll see. Mitoma is staying, as well as Estupiñán, I forgot to mention that. Almiron, another player who's kind of fallen off. We've got the big man, the man himself, the talk of the town, Mr. Darwin Núñez. And we got 2 more strikers, Mbeumo, our final player. He played very well last game week, so I hope he's able to replicate that form. Mr. Iheanacho, he's been around for ages I feel, but hasn't really made a name for himself. Yeah, so this is the team. Ignore that, minus 48, that doesn't look good, but it doesn't matter in this series anyway. And no, I won't be starting Navas. Be Ederson. Darwin starting. I feel like they might get a result against Everton, but you never know with Liverpool these days. And then Gabriel in for Tomiyasu, because he doesn't actually start most games. But nonetheless, I'll still put him first bench. I feel like he could start at least 1 game this double game week, and the points from the bench will be helpful. Captain is actually going to be one of my Belgian boys, Mr. KDV. I'll give my vice. Who should I give it to? I'll give it to Mahrez, why not? I have trust in Man City, even though they haven't been the best these past few weeks. But yeah, this matchup between Arsenal and Man City is going to be a big one, both in the league and for my team this week, so let's hope it goes my way.